Hey YouTube. So this is my first video, and I am giving this a whole go, the whole YouTube thing a shot here. Hopefully we'll get better as time goes on, but I just really wanted to start this out. So a couple of different reasons here. One, just to have like a video diary kind of how I progress through everything that I'm working through right now. Just to have that, I think, is something that will really benefit me in the future, and also, I hope, will benefit people in a similar boat to me. So, like many other people out there who have started questioning their gender, I started, looking at YouTube and trying to find people who were like me. Like, am I just crazy? Is this just me? Who else is out there? And, I'm 30 years old, and there's a lot of 20-somethings and 18-year-olds, and that's awesome. And we need those people out there. But there's not a lot of that representation in the older crowd. And so, not that I'm that old. I wouldn't say I'm old, but in the 30-plus crowd. And so that's why I think it's important, and to know that it's okay to get to 30 and to realize that you may not be confident in who you are and solidified, and that's okay. So I really want to develop that. The other thing I see is that there aren't a lot of quote-unquote professionals. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in the terms of occupation. So I am in a professional degree program. I'm in my third year of a 4-year program for a professional degree. So I will come out of this with a doctoral degree. And it's something that I'm very proud of, and that I'm also realizing how privileged I am in it being able to attend graduate school. This is actually my second go-around of graduate school. I have a graduate degree in music as well. So that's something that is I'm very thankful for, but that I don't see necessarily a lot of representation of people questioning their gender, and even possibly being on the transgender spectrum. And so I really wanted to put that out there, because in everything I've seen, it's that I want to be able to give back. I've been afforded a lot of opportunities in my 30 years of living, and I want to be able to give the next 30 years or longer, hopefully longer, like let's say like 80 years, right? I want to be able to give back and to be able to help people in their journey, and to help people just in life. I mean, that's why I'm in this professional degree program that I'm in, is so that I can help people. That is the root of everything, and I really want that. And so how do we do that? How do I do that? And I think one of the things I really want to start doing is going through and exploring the different topics, and seeing how that progresses. I do wish that I had started this earlier. I would say about a year ago is when I really knew that something was wrong. Not wrong, but that I needed to explore certain things, and that I was hiding from myself. And I had used a lot of academics as my buffer. Like, oh, I'm just really devoted. I don't have time to think about that. And the truth is, like, I just didn't want to think about that. And so I really wish I had started, because I'm a lot more accepting, even like 3 months ago, than I am now. And I think that's something that it would have been interesting to see. And so I'm interested to see how I progress from here on out, how my opinions change and how my viewpoints change. And it's one of those things, like, I never looked in the mirror. I never cared about myself. I never cared about who I was, or I never had this like confidence of myself and that I was worth anything. And there's obviously a lot of factors, and that's gonna happen, and I'll explore that. But I never felt that I was fully me. I would say it was like gears, and it never clicked. I was never firing on all cylinders, and it's been so infuriating to be so close to feeling awesome and to feeling like you are doing what you are meant to be doing in this world, and to just be like that far off and at the bottom of your soul, knowing what that is, but being too afraid to admit to yourself what it is. And so that's something that I've really come to accept, and move forward on, but that I obviously have a lot of growth to do, and it's exciting. For the first time in my life, it's exciting. I have like this smile, and if you want to say this euphoria about it, like I look at my like self in the mirror, and I'm like, there's like a glimmer of like who I can see myself being, and I'm proud of that, and that hasn't happened, and we'll see what happens. I'm excited to go on that journey, and I hope that we'll be able to help people along the way, because let me tell you what, 30 is not too old, and I'm a lot more solidified in many different ways than if I was 18 and younger going through something like this. And that maturity, I think, it just sheds different light. I can't imagine being 18 and dealing with life, and then also dealing with having to work through your gender exploration and how people perceive you, and worrying about that to such a degree. And, I had those worries. I had all that stuff. It was just masked in many different ways. And I'm very thankful for where I am, but I'm also very excited for where I'm going in the future. And we'll see. We'll see where everything takes us. And I'm looking forward to exploring this and to be putting this out there. It is obviously quite terrifying, but I think it'll be good. And I hope that if it helps at least one person, that's more, because otherwise I'm just keeping it to myself, and that's good. And me being okay with myself will help more people than anything else. And you being okay with yourself will help this world. But if I can also give back at the same time, that would make it all the more worth it. So I'm excited, and we'll see where that goes. I'll talk to you later.